on today's Political Dugout's Dinner and Debate.
Oh, he is so strategic. You are so strategic.
Put down these third-party candidates.
Do you remember a time, a homemade apple pie, big cars and baseball? You know, when we used to work together. This man hasn't lost sight of that dream. 35-year political veteran Jim Dantona is on a mission with Political Dugout's Dinner and Debate. Because no matter what side you're on, one thing always brings people together. No, not that. Food. We're serving up politics and cannoli to the winning debate. And me? I'm just here for the dessert.
These are our debates and where they stand on the political spectrum. Sitting to our right, as a moderate Democrat, is 35-year political veteran and our host, Jim Dantona. Sitting to the left, way left, is former president of the San Francisco Board of Supervisors and 2008 Vice Presidential running mate Ralph Nader, Matt Gonzalez.
So I'm just going to start off with the first question. That's all right, and it'll go to our lovely guest first. Oh, he is so strategic. You are so strategic.
Put down these third-party candidates.
Okay,
so
come on, bring it to me.
First question, third-party candidates, where are they this year, and can they be successful?
I know we've seen him in the past with Ross Perot, probably one of the most successful. Ralph Nader, which of course my distinguished friend and colleague over here was the vice presidential nominee for Mr. Nader. But I got to tell you, coming from the school of politics that I do, and all of that, and the realities of the world, is third-party candidates really, at the presidential level at least, are nothing more than spoilers. And the reason I say that is if we look back to 2008, it was Nader in the race that really ended up, having Al Gore lose to Bush in Florida. Now, of course, Matt's argument to me is going to be, well, what's the matter? Couldn't your man get the votes himself? And the issue was, that's true, he didn't. And but had there not been the choice of a Nader, in my view, I think that we wound up with a much worse candidate than we would have with Al Gore.
So let me ask you this. If Ralph Nader cost Al Gore the election in 2000, what do you say to the idea that Ross Perot cost George Bush Sr. the presidency and got Clinton elected with 42% of the vote, which is a number, by the way, much lower than GW's, what was it, 48, 49? 49% of the vote. You're pointing out a problem with how we do elections. The question of whether or not third parties contribute anything is kind of different than, why do we elect anyone without getting a majority of the vote? And if you run for public office in a democracy because you have views that are different than the other candidates, isn't that what a democracy is? Right. Why should there be a critique of that? And I think third parties have often been where radical ideas get their beginning. The end of slavery, the right of women to vote.
You do a rebuttal on that, and then I've got a second question. So I'm going to give you 30 seconds, and I'm timing you. I've got the timer
go
right
ahead.
here.
Put the timer on. I couldn't agree with you more. In terms of, and do I think third parties and or other candidates with a different view are healthy for this country? Absolutely. I think they're very healthy. Do I believe that in today's way of electoral votes and so forth, controlling the presidency, it will ever affect them? I would say no. I really think popular vote is very important.
Let me just, if you think of South America and the Brazilian example, Lula da Silva ran for president beginning 1980. He ran 4 times, got nowhere. And then the 5th time he got elected president because there was an economic crisis. So it's possible. We're just so accustomed to just thinking about our own realities of the last half century.
The term is, what's our slogan? I always forget it. Serving up politics. Why do we have so much trouble with that?
Well, I'm not sure.
Serving up politics and cannoli to the winning debate. Now, cannoli can be replaced with any kind of dessert. So whoever wins the debate gets the dessert.
Well, I'm going to vote for Matt on this debate.
Oh, good. So that way
only
I'm still on
because
payroll.
he has so much more to go with. I'm very impressed by not only his
I've had
knowledge
to
of
think
third.
about this issue longer than you have.
Oh,
Now, we are here at Malbec in Toluca Lake. The food here is incredible, all Argentinian.
For more of today's featured dessert, debate, and recipes, go to politicaldugout.com. On the next episode of Political Dugout's Dinner and Debate.
What I'm not going to do, and I'm too old to behave any differently, I'm not going to vote for somebody I don't want to win.
but the reality is, right now, especially in this upcoming race, and I am going to vote for President Obama.
Stay tuned and subscribe to our YouTube channel by clicking right here and automatically be entered to win a gourmet dinner for two. But it's BYOD, that's bring your own debate.